Hey, this is Sopita Sounds. I'm Tara, and today I'm going to show you my fidget collection. But first, I wanted to say a really huge thank you. I've posted 2 videos now, and the amount of kindness has been overwhelming, honestly. It has become the highlight of my day to sit and read everybody's comments at the end of the day and answer as many as I can. Thank you so much for being so sweet to me. I'm really having fun making videos, and I don't know, I'm really excited that you're into it. So thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing and commenting and liking and just being nice on the internet. I think there's a lot of room for more kindness online, so I appreciate you spreading it around. Unrelated to fidgets, it's also a million degrees. Where I live is currently experiencing a heat wave, so you might hear the soft rush of a fan outside of this room, and also you might hear extra outside noise today. I have a window partially open, or else I would not be able to comfortably film this because it is so freaking hot. So enjoy the airplanes, enjoy the birds. It's just, it's real life. Let's get into the fidgets. If you have been watching any of my videos elsewhere online, my short form content, you might have already seen some of these, but I've never shown all of them. Like, there's still some I've never shown online, I guess. And I figured today would be a good day to introduce you to all of the things that live around my house so that I don't pick my nails and things. I want to highlight also that this is a collection. So this is not stuff I went out and bought all at once to be shoved in a corner. This is stuff I have collected over many years that gets put to use. I have a basket of fidgets in my living room that I play with when I watch movies, and that all of my friends and family play with when they come over. I keep some at my desk. I keep some on my nightstand. They all kind of have, and my purse too, they all have different uses, so they all get used. And I usually only look or buy things I don't already have. I've bought a few fidgets this year, but this has come to my mind because of the Needoh craze. I had someone ask, "Where are you finding all these Needohs?" And I thought, well, I've been buying them for 4 or 5 years, and I bought one this year. So it's not something I go out and buy all of. This is a slowly built collection, and I try to be pretty considerate about what I'm getting and if I'm going to use it or not. If I'm not going to use it, or I might not like it, then I won't get it, or if I do, I'll just pass it on. This is a Needoh, and it is one I use all the time. It is Snowball, I think is what it's called. Ooh. It is a clear skin filled, big plane. A clear skin filled with blue sparkles, and the inside is cornstarch. So it sounds like walking through snow. This obviously makes a sound, but the first time I had a Snowball, I was playing with it during therapy, and it exploded like a poof of cornstarch into the air. And that was very funny. And it happened to be that my friend had ordered themselves one and accidentally got 2. So they gave me their extra one, but it makes amazing sounds. So that's the first one. This is something that is not maybe a traditional fidget toy. This is a paper flower that I got as a party favor at my friend's birthday dinner. his sweet mom has a passion for paper folding, and she gave us all these, I think it's called like 1,000-fold lotuses or something, or million-fold, I can't remember. But they are incredible. Like, this is made of paper. Can you believe that? And so it's kind of like one of those infinity cube deals that you can just keep turning and turning and turning. But the colors are so mesmerizing, and the paper sounds. The paper sounds are so soft and cool. I'm so impressed by her creativity. It's really impressive to me. Okay, this one is pretty nostalgic to me. Did y'all have sand animals when you were a kid? I think I had a little lizard, but last year I found this little crab, and I include it in the fidgets because it's kind of the only way I play with it. And honestly, this is the way I would play with the little lizard when I was a kid. They are like shiny satin on one side, and then a satin on the other with tiny silver dots in pinks, blues, and purples. And it's a crab, but he's filled with sand. So he makes a really nice sound. Something else to know, I guess, about me is I have like slightly hypermobile joints in my hands. So I've done a lot of physical therapy for my hands, and so fidgets end up being something helpful for me to like alleviate a little bit of pain and also act as an exercise. I do have like physical therapy putties, but it's easier to have something squishy on the go to warm up my hand a little bit. And I thought of that because this is really good for my thumb. Like, I push the sand around and it makes a nice sound, but it's enough resistance to help my thumb a little bit. I love this guy. Okay. This is a keyboard clicker I got as a birthday gift a few years ago, and it is so nice. I believe it has blue switches, and it's in this baby pink and mint color. I'm obsessed with her. It makes me so happy. The like tactile nature of it is nice. It's obviously quite loud, so I actually keep this at my desk. This one doesn't keychain on anything of mine because one, I'm afraid of losing it, but two, it's pretty loud to use in public. So even though I have a keyboard at my desk for my computer, this is one of my favorite desk fidgets just because you can aimlessly tap the satisfying buttons. I love her. Oh my gosh. My favorite. And speaking of keyboard sounds, this is a little Clickies guy. I got this from a Clickies box that comes with like a mystery one. The other one is on my purse, but this one lives on my desk. And this one also has blue switches and is like a little baby pink deer character on a baby blue base. And I love how cute the design of this is, so it lives on my desk. This one is called a Fidget Blocks, and I got it from a toy store in Portland a couple years ago, so it's held up pretty well. It looks like a squishy like Lego with like a little bridge connecting them. They are filled with green and red Orbeez. And the idea is you squish one side and it pushes the Orbeez through the little tunnel back and forth. I love this one. It's fun to just push the Orbeez back and forth, but also to like sort them by color is pretty fun. Yeah, this one is so good. I yearn for the other fidget block options, but I haven't seen them in person, and I kind of wait until I do. This one is so cool. Just really clever design. Okay, this is a classic one that is so dirty, but it is Pop It, and I think it's dirty because it was in my airport bag. This is a teeny tiny Pop It I got, oh man, in 2019 maybe? It glows in the dark, and it is a keychain, but I'm worried the keychain would rip through this like rubbery Pop It plastic, so I leave it off, and this one also lives in my desk. Same vibes as the little clicker keychain. I'm afraid it's too loud for public, but at my desk it's great, and it's just small. My hands fit it really well, so I'm a big fan. Every once in a while this does scratch and itch for sure. In a totally different direction, I got this to be a keychain for my purse. It comes with a little pink bell on it that I'll try not to jingle too much. I got this from like a local store that sells like Japanese goods. It's a baby Taba squishy, but it looks like an egg that also looks like a bear. And she has a bow, and she is very squishy in her bag. I thought this would be nice to squish around, like in the lobby of the doctor's office kind of vibe. And it's just really cute. So the visual of it, especially because I'm like an ASMR person, I thought would be really sweet on my purse. I just haven't put it on yet, and I guess you saw my bag. It wasn't on there, but it does make nice little squishy plastic sounds. Okay. This is another early Needoh that I got a couple years ago now. It is water filled, which stresses me out. I don't know what this is called. I can never remember, but it has shimmery ribbons inside that make it like extra interesting to squish and look at. It's like a visual and physical fidget, which I like. It doesn't make any sound really, but the visuals are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Yeah, sugar, water squishes stress me out. I'm just afraid it's gonna explode at any given time, and that's too much for me. Something that is new to me as of, I don't know, I think I've had these for about a year, so they're not new, but new in practice, I would say, are Acupressure rings. These, I don't remember where I got these, but they came in a pack, and they're these little metal spirals, you could say, that you put on your fingers, and it offers like acupressure relief. These have come in handy in a million ways. Part of my double jointed finger thing leads to aches and pains. I have an autoimmune disease, and that means sometimes I get flare-ups in my joints. And this weirdly does offer a little bit of relief, even if it's just that it is like offering sensation. It really helps my brain. The other thing this is helpful for is I am prone to picking my skin, and I don't love that. I'm trying not to touch my face, like my face skin as much, and break the habit a little bit. This is kind of like a very casual pain stim, and the sensation is enough And I think with like it's messing with my fingers, it's enough to make me not want to do that. So I keep these everywhere. I have one at my desk, I have one by my bed, and one in my purse. Now, you didn't see it before. And one kind of by my couch. The problem with these is that the more you do this, I think it unwinds it a little bit, and then they become spiral noodles. They become rotini. And I don't know how to put them back together very well. It will stay for like 2 minutes and then come undone. But these are still, it's like still fun to play with. It just obviously doesn't work in the same way. So I remember them being pretty cheap. So they're generally kind of accessible, but they're wonderful. I love these. I bet most of us had one of these as a kid. This is a wonder wand, or like a water wand, filled with purple little tiny beads, it looks like, and glitter. Glitter in the shape of moons and stars and different rainbow colors. I feel like I had a smaller one as a child, but I ended up picking this one up a few years ago as well. I think also from that Portland toy store, because a sweet friend of mine, this is one of their favorite like fidget or stim toys, and I like to have a variety of toys available for guests and friends to play with that they might like. And I thought, okay, let me get one of these because I know my buddy loves them, but I often forget to put it in the living room, and it's just been in my desk. But I'm obsessed with it. It's so pretty to watch. This little baby is newer to me. It is a soft, like squishy. It looks like a little octopus, but it is filled with Orbeez. So when you squish it, they come out like the octopus is inking, which is so cute. I got this at the aquarium. My friends and I went to the aquarium as like a gift for one of my friends' birthdays. And one thing about me, I love an aquarium. And the second thing about me, I love an aquarium gift shop. Like, how do they get such amazing things? I do not know. I don't even know the brand of this little guy, but I'm a big fan. It makes me think I would like those, the squishies that are like fully cased, like a full little stuffed animal, because the softness of the outside doesn't hurt my hands while I'm playing with it. So this is a winner for me. This is also like a crowd favorite. Okay. You might have noticed that none of these have been like 3D printed toys, but this one is. This is my tiny baby lizard dinosaur baby dragon skeleton. My best friend works somewhere where they were testing out 3D printed toys to see how they would do, and we were talking about how much we did not like them. They're not for me, and then I spent the entire time it was there playing with this one, and I stand by that. I still don't think they're for me. I just, one, he's so cute to me. He's got little arms and he's just a little guy. But two, this is my child. We're family now. That being said, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not interested, because I wasn't. And then we left and my best friend was like, okay, well, I bought it for you. So, he makes really cool sounds. He's pretty small. Well, he's pretty small. And I love to... And I don't think they intended for that when they made it, but he is my only 3D printed fidget that exists in this house. So, another Needoh. I bought a pack. I don't remember what this is called, but it's like, it looks like a little fruit box, and it has an orange, a strawberry, and a banana. The strawberry has to be somewhere in this apartment. I cannot find the strawberry. But it also had a mousse-filled banana, which was broken very quickly. That thing exploded all over my couch and was very disappointing because I think that one was my favorite. No offense to this tiny orange. But this one is a little orange with a green top that's stretchy, and it has a mousse filling. He is the sole survivor of the fruit pack, only because one is lost. But these are pretty tiny. I've had these for years at this point. And I actually really love them because, again, I have a smaller hand and it fits really well in my hand. So, big fan of the tiny fruits. I think those are great. This is a really interesting one. I don't know if they make these anymore. There's a toy brand that makes these little mystery pods. They look like giant AirPods almost. And they come with two like pill-shaped ASMR toys. I think they're called ASMR effects, possibly. So mine came with 2 pills, and this is one of them. The other one, who knows where it is. I think it's in the bottom of my backpack or travel bag. It's yellow honeycomb and it has water bottle inside, so when you squish it, it's crinkly. And this was the other one. It is a green translucent pill shape, and it has little brushes inside with bristles, and it sounds like this. So it's a very peculiar sound, and I'm not always a fan. Sometimes it sounds too scritchy, and I don't find that very relaxing. And other times, I'm a huge fan of how soft it sounds. Today is one of those days I'm not super into it, so this is killing me. But I just looked on the bottom, and the brand is Sensory Effects. So if you can find them, they're very cool. Okay. This little guy is I think a Squishmallow. Yeah, and I got this a couple years ago from Five Below. And it appears to be a little chick. Very sweet. She's loud. That's what I was gonna say. So it is full of mousse or shaving foam, but not very much. So it makes really loud noises. So I don't play with it very often, like watching a movie or having a therapy session, because it's a little distracting. It's just noisy as hell, so I don't often play with this one. I will if I'm just like talking with friends or something, but it's distracting for sure. Let's see. Let's do this one. Okay, despite the fact that it's in a box, I have played with this a lot. It's because things get stuck to it so easy that I try not to like keep it loose floating around. I've done a couple of videos with it, even on other platforms like short form videos. It is a sparkly duck, and I'm a very big fan of them. They have tiny little feet that wiggle and little wings, and it is a maltose sugar squish filled with yellow glitter and different shapes. It is super soft and sticky right now because it is so hot, but I'm a huge fan. He's so fun to play with and makes nice, like, tactile, squishy, sticky sounds without being sticky, which I really appreciate. I got this last year from CVS after I got my flu and COVID booster, my flu shot and my COVID booster. I said, I'm gonna get a little treat, and I found him. And they're really, really cute. Actually, they look so silly right now. That's so silly. Ugh, love them. I have this one handy. Speaking, I guess, recently of ones that make noise, this is also a Needoh I've had for many years, so it's very cloudy now. It's full of rainbow Orbeez, and that I find incredibly satisfying to squish, but it is very loud. I used this also during therapy once and was like, hey, my bad. I'll never do it again. This is when I'm also afraid of exploding, but it is really fun to play with, satisfying to squish, and it's lasted. It's been a few years. I think it's been 3 years. So yeah, I love to squish it. Taba squishies are pretty new to me. This was the first one I got. I got this at the end of last year with the intention of using for an ASMR video, but I have used it fairly often since. It also has a little bell on it, and it is a flower, and it is like a milky white with a like iridescent blue shimmer in it. And the bag also came with charms and little pom-poms inside. The pom-poms don't add anything, but I had watched a couple of videos of people playing with Tabas where they would add beads and it would make it sound very crunchy. So inside are actually coordinating colorful pony beads from my childhood bead collection. I'm talking beads I've had since I was like 4. And I have taken this out of the bag. That's how I prefer to play with it. I often use it to make like the layered sounds everyone enjoys in ASMR videos, like anything squishy or sticky. When you take this out, it makes really amazing sounds. I'm a big fan of this guy. They don't hold up very well, the Tabas. I'll show you another one. I have filmed a video for this, but I haven't posted it yet, I think. This is a Taba waffle, and its packaging was not resealable, so now it lives in this very crinkly plastic bag. It is pink and purple, and it has tiny little sequins and glitters in different shapes that feel so like 90s Y2K to me. Like, I would have had toys or jewelry in those colors as a kid. And honestly, I wish I still had them now. I got this from Michael's after the success of the other Taba. Meaning, I loved the other Taba so much, I thought I'd like to have one in a different texture. Because this has little ridges, which are fun to squish. And it's softer than the flower Taba. Because I think it's considered a mochi? I don't know how that works. But I love this one. Okay, we are down to our last couple of fidgets. This is my last Needoh to show you. This is a Needoh gumdrop. I used to have an ice cube. It eventually broke open Mount Vesuvius style, and goo went everywhere. During a very like stressful Zoom call I was having with a friend, they were like venting to me. We were having like a emotional discussion together, and that ice cube, the maltose on the inside just went everywhere. And I just kind of sat like this while we continued to talk because I didn't want to interrupt her. and it was terrible to clean. So I haven't bought a new Nice Cube since. I once got an Ice Baby, the tiny Nice Cube, and it broke within 30 minutes. I don't like really dig my nails in or anything, but that, I don't know, it, like, the seal opened in the first 30 minutes and started to leak, and that was super annoying. Any of the newer Needohs I've bought don't seem like they're put together as well. This is also an older one. The gumdrop has bumpy texture, which I love. This is a crowd favorite of my friends when they come to visit. The problem is that finally, after years, the seal is coming up, and I've seen online that there are people who repair these, like they have special glues that you can use to reseal them. So I might try, because I would hate to have to buy another one if I already have one. So I might try and fix it, but we'll see what I can do. The last thing I have to show you is actually new. She is still in the package. I haven't even played with it yet. Y'all, why does everyone love butter? Well, and like, hello, I love butter, but like, in a fidget toy, what's going on? How did we get here? Butter everywhere. So now all the toys are inspired by butter. And that's both interesting and so bizarre. I saw this one, I think, was also from CVS. I saw this and I was like, okay, this is gonna be my one butter. I don't have any fidget toys like this, so I thought it would be fun to try. This is by a brand called Squishy Farms, and it is a stick of butter that seems to be like a foam squishy. You'll notice I don't own any, but this is purple because the other ones that they had a brown that kind of looked like chocolate, and they had a pink, I believe, and then they have this purple lavender, and I actually really love the color. It says that it's cotton candy butter on the front. It also says do not eat a bunch of times, which is so funny. Oh, it does smell sweet. Oh my god, this is so funny. Okay, look at how sweet she is. It has a cute little face, and it says it's butter with the Squishy Farms logo. Apparently, she's 14 ounces of butter. Let's see what the squish is like. Okay, yeah. I don't understand the appeal when people are like, I want my squishies to be very slow rising, because I just want to squish it again. So I don't need it to be the fastest rising in the world, but maybe like a medium. I thought, well, the other reason I really went for it was because this little face was super nostalgic to me. It reminds me of these like commercial moments on like Nick Jr. where there was a solid color screen with like a little face, and I don't even know what they were called, but I really remember a red face and a blue face that would like talk to you between shows, because I don't think they were allowed to advertise to children, so they couldn't have like real commercials. And her little purple butterface, really, butterface, that's terrible. Her little face reminded me of that. So yeah, this is actually quite nice. My thing about foam squishies, which I am already witnessing in some of this little like texture coming apart, is that I feel like they probably degrade pretty quickly. So we'll see how long she holds up. But I'm enjoying this like soft squishiness. I think my hands are enjoying it too. Also, I wouldn't say this smells cotton candy. It kind of smells like vanilla and blueberries, which is really nice actually, especially for like this purpley color. Blueberries would totally make sense. Oh my gosh, I love her. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me another day. I really appreciate, again, all of your kindness and support, as well as your patience with all of the outside sounds today. I want to make sure I'm making a mix of more casual videos like this, and maybe more like detailed videos like the Starry Spa roleplay I did. Opportunities to express my creativity, and also to have moments where I get to relax too, and we can get to know each other a little better. If there are any squishies you think that I might enjoy that I don't have, I'd love to know. And if you have any of these, which ones are your favorites? What am I missing? What do you love? I'm really into it. It's definitely fun to explore and have like sensory experiences like this. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're resting well, and I'll catch you next time.